Living Local Carolina with Katie Turner. Local trends, shopping, dining, and more. This is Living Local Carolina.
This segment is sponsored by QC Kinetics.
Hey guys, welcome back to Living Local Carolina. Today we're going to be hearing from our friends from QC Kinetics about how regenerative medicine can help you move better, feel better, and live better.
Okay, Brian, let's talk about the long-term approach here at QC Kinetics. A lot of people want that quick fix for pain. How do you help them with the long game?
Yeah, well, we explained to them that's exactly what we're after, is a long-term solution where you are moving better and feeling better for years to come, not just the next couple weeks. So there is a place for those cortisone shots. If you have a quick injury and you have a trip to Disney next week, yes, cortisone will get you through a happy vacation, but it's going to deteriorate or wear out, and then you're going to be right back in the same boat. And if you have enough successive steroid injections, you're actually degrading the tissue. So what we want to do is actually repair the tissue. So it is a discussion I have to have with patients to set their expectations. You know, if you have a tendonitis or you have an arthritis and we start you with PRP, you're probably not going to feel like playing 9 holes next week. But next month or 2 months from now, it's going to be much longer term success. And then the issue is to get the joint moving better so you feel better, and then we want to build muscle on top. So we really time out when it's time for physical therapy and when it's time for exercise.
A personalized plan for everyone and healing for years to come. Yeah. Who are some of your patients here at QCK?
So most of my patients are more chronic arthritis, but we have a lot of weekend warriors or young athletes that have an acute injury. So we see all aspects, and we have a plan for getting that younger person back to play, getting that more chronic pain back to full activity where you're enjoying life in your retirement.
Brian, for those out there who are tired of the injections or they're a little fearful of surgery, how are your regenerative methods different?
So it differs in the aspect of what our goal is. Our goal is long-term success or a long-term benefit or outcome. So I try to set their expectations that we're not going to have this better by next week. But also when we're discussing their fears around surgery, most of my patients either have fear of a bad outcome because they know somebody who had a bad outcome, or fear of loss of work time. They're going to miss out on a lot of work, and that hurts them as far as their income. So we discuss those issues. And then we talk about this long-term partnership. That's really what I want to stress with my patients. We're entering a partnership here because I don't have a quick magic bullet. You can't just stay on the couch watching TV. I need you moving, I need you not smoking, I need you reducing your sugar intake, and then adding in things to your diet that actually reduce inflammation. We have these discussions every time they come in. So it is really like an ongoing continuity of like, all right, how do we approach this from all different facets of your life, not just the needle I put in your knee.
I love that. It's a partnership, and we've got to do our part as the patient.
Absolutely.
How do you support them from start to finish with that long-term approach?
Sure. So it's definitely a concierge type of a model here where they come in and meet me, I listen to them, we have a lengthy discussion. They leave here with the easy ways to contact me, because a lot of times you have your questions after you're back in the car. They can shoot me a text or an email, or we talk on the phone, but you have constant contact through the entire protocol that we're together. So you really have that personal approach where you're not talking to somebody at a call center. If you have a question, you're talking with me, and that's how I can support them, because it's very easy to just reassure an anxiety or answer a quick question and just keep that relationship going.
Yeah. Young or seniors, if you're in pain, you're welcome here.
Absolutely. Come see me in clinic today.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
Well, guys, welcome to Georgetown, South Carolina. Today I'm at the Gullah Museum and I'm joined by Beatrice. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming.
Let's get into it. I was walking around looking at all the different things you have in here, but can you kind of put into words what the Gullah Museum is all about?
The Gullah Museum is about advocating, educating, and preserving Gullah Geechee culture. So at our museum, we like to show how the Gullah Geechee are connected to our African heritage.
All right, so what are some of the things that people can come and look at here?
Okay, so well, I think one of the most popular things for people to look at is our bottle tree, our quilts. One of our featured items here are our story quilts, and our story quilts tell the story of the Gullah Geechee people.
Okay, tell me more. Tell me more.
So we have behind us we have our Michelle Obama quilt, and that quilt shows Michelle Obama's heritage from Georgetown, South Carolina, and starting from her great-great-grandparents to her grandfather, and how she's connected to Georgetown, South Carolina.
There's a lot to learn here. I think it's one of those things where you have to really walk around, and you guys have the knowledge too, to where, you know, you see these pieces of pottery, there's so much history behind it.
Yes. The pottery is great because that is our connection also with the indigenous people of America too, because the colonial ware was made by African Americans and the indigenous people.
And we were talking about this earlier, but the actual history of this museum, how did all of this come to be with your family?
Okay, so actually the museum was founded by my parents, Andrew and Vermel Rodriguez. It started out as just like a shop, and then my mom realized, oh, this really isn't a shop. It's a museum, and we're teaching people about the Gullah Geechee people, so let's just expand on it. We are just a one-room museum, but we pack in a bunch of history and culture about the Gullah Geechee.
Okay, tell me about Lorenzo Dow Turner.
Okay, Dr. Lorenzo Dow Turner is considered the father of Gullah studies. He's important because he's the person who got us first recognized as a culture and a language. His most important work, of course, is he was able to prove that Gullah was a language because Gullah is a Creole with, it's an English-based Creole with African vocabulary. We have 30 different African languages in our vocabulary. We also have French and Spanish, and it also includes African syntax and grammar. So that was really important because people before that thought we were just talking gibberish or baby talk or broken English.
But not at all.
No, it's a full language.
That's so cool. Let's talk about food too.
Oh God, Gullah Geechee food. Man,
what can you say?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of food that people think of as low country food is actually Gullah Geechee food, like she crab soup, shrimp and grits, red rice, chicken plow, chicken bog. I mean, we can go on and on about Gullah Geechee food and its influence in American culture and Southern culture.
And music as well.
Oh,
right?
yeah, I mean, music, you know, the Negro spirituals that were first recorded were all recorded in Gullah Geechee communities in Georgia and South Carolina. Some songs that people think of as just, you know, regular songs like the song Kumbaya, that is a Gullah Geechee song. And
I did not know that.
Yes, and it was, the first recording of it was in 1926 of a Gullah Geechee man in Georgia.
Wow.
Michael Row You Boat Ashore, that's a Gullah Geechee song.
Yeah, very cool. Welcome back to Living Local Carolina, everyone. Today I'm with Kim from the Jacqueline Rogers Foundation. Thank you for being on the show today.
Thank you for having me.
I'm excited to learn about the story behind the Jacqueline Rogers Foundation and how the community can get involved with you guys.
Okay, well, it started in 2015. We moved here. I wanted to do something to honor my mom who had passed away from breast cancer in 2005. And I had a coworker that was diagnosed with breast cancer for the second time, I'm sorry. And then we decided to raise money by doing a fashion show, which is something me and my mother enjoyed. And ever since then, the money has stayed locally, and we have found local people to give that money to help them in their fight.
That's a long time to be involved and, to be raising money and helping people. What are some of those memories along the way?
Some of the best memories are just doing the fashion show and seeing people's face when the recipients walk out and how energized they are, just getting energy and good vibes from the audience and just knowing that we are helping someone that we literally know.
And you guys are helping people year-round, not just in October, that's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, right?
Correct. We do year-round, we raise money and then we give it to the person in October.
Okay, so how many people can you give money to this year?
This year we're doing 2 people this year.
Awesome, all right. Well, how can the community get involved and help you guys?
Well, there's always something to do.
Yeah.
With the fashion show, you can either be a model, you can be a volunteer, you can help behind the scenes, you can be a sponsor. You can loan us your clothing for the runway.
How do you guys get the clothes?
We have 2 people that we're working with this year, Versona and Kato's. And
so awesome.
Versona has been with us about 6 years now, though.
Really cool.
Yes.
Well, when is the fashion show and where can people find out more information about everything?
The fashion show is Saturday, October 18th from 1 to 4. And you can buy tickets online. They're on Zeffy under the Jacqueline Rogers Foundation, and they'll be sold at the door as well.
Okay, well today I'm back in the garden with Frank Johnson here at WBTW. Thank you so much for teaching me all of your wisdom.
All right, I do what I can.
Thank you so much. Okay, look at my prop. We've got a watering can today.
Yes, it's more than a prop, there's water in there.
There is, there's actually water in here. So what are some things that people need to know when it comes to watering their garden?
Oh, okay, plants need water.
Yes, they do.
They need sunshine, they need soil, and they need water. It's one of the 3 things. They also need fertilizer and food, but water is very important, especially on days where we get a lot of sunshine and it hasn't rained in a while. And so it's a little more than just picking up the hose and watering the garden. That's important as well, but when you're preparing your garden, you have to think ahead as to how you're going to water it.
Yeah.
And develop a good, healthy soil type. Gardens need to have good drainage, so that when you water it, or if it rains a lot, that water doesn't just stay there.
Like, it's nasty.
You need it to move on. You need the plants to get their drink, and then the water to move on. And we do container gardening here at News 13. So we've got proper drainage. You can't water containers too much as long as there's drainage. If it's a container that has holes in the bottom, the extra water is just going to go right out. These containers, if I water it too much, the extra water just goes out.
Yeah.
But if you have a garden in the ground, when you're building the garden, you want to, is it in the proper spot? If it's in the low part of your yard, know that you're going to get water that accumulates there, and you may need to just use plants that drink up a lot of water. But for vegetable gardening, that low spot that accumulates a lot of water is probably not the best spot for a garden. You want an area that's going to drain out nicely so that when you do water it, the water doesn't just stay. And really your basic everyday watering, you soak the soil. It's more than just, getting the ground wet.
A little drink.
Yeah, you want it to soak into the ground a couple of inches.
A nice guzzle rather than a sip.
Exactly.
So you can't just go,
There you go.
It needs more than that.
Yeah.
It needs more than that. And timing is also very important as well. A lot of plants are sensitive if their leaves get wet and stay wet, they'll develop a lot of mildew or mold or diseases.
Yeah.
So the best time to water is first thing in the morning.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
Welcome back to Living Local Carolina, everyone. You know one of my favorite places to be is in the kitchen, and I'm joined by Chef Callius, also known as Chef Calnificent.
Chef Calnificent.
Thank you so much for being on the show today.
No problem at all. No problem.
What are you making us today?
Well, today I'm making my featured dessert, my sweet deep fried cornbread. I came up with this idea about many years ago, and it involved so much. So what I'm gonna do a little bit different today is I'm gonna make my same deep fried cornbread, but I'm gonna add a Bananas Foster's topping to it.
Ooh, that sounds amazing. Okay,
really good.
Cornbread's one of those things where it's already like perfect.
Yes.
And then when you add stuff to it, you can somehow make perfect even better.
What's good about it is, you can have old cornbread. You don't have to make special cornbread for it. You can have cornbread that's left over. And all you gotta do is just fry it up and put a little love to it. You can turn it into a whole nother dessert.
Okay, well tell me how we're gonna do that today. We already have some things that are cooking over here.
Well, what I got going right here is I got the butter slowly melting. Because I'm gonna go ahead and add the brown sugar to that because it's working pretty good.
He has everything so nicely prepped out here. We can just
Yep.
drop it in and go.
And I'm gonna cook this for a little bit. And at the same time, I got the cornbread, the oil for the cornbread over there.
It smells really good already.
They didn't even put the magic in there yet. Wait till
I
you
know.
deglaze it with this here spiced rum.
Some Calypso spiced rum.
You got to add a little Calypso to the banana dessert.
Is it gonna blow up?
Oh no, it might flambe a little bit, but it won't blow up. It'll
We'll
blow up
see.
in the
Stay
palate.
tuned, folks. You might catch something real scary.
So while this is going on in there, I'm gonna go ahead and maybe start to fry the cornbread. I'm gonna add a little bit more brown sugar to it.
Did you like nuts when you were a kid, or did you develop a taste for them as you got older?
Well, I liked nuts when I was a kid, but we grew up poor, so the only thing you can get at the donation houses was peanut butter.
Nuts are very expensive.
Nuts are very expensive, but they have a lot of protein in there as well.
That is true. But yeah, I can understand. Especially if you don't have access to them,
Yep.
it makes them a little more special.
Yep. See what's going on, right? It's gonna turn into a caramel.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do now is gonna add a little bit of this spiced rum to there. See, it's not gonna blow up, but it's doing something.
It's doing something.
You smell it?
Scientifically, something is happening here.
Then we're gonna add a little vanilla extract to
Yum.
it to give it that little vanilla flavor. There you go, you hear it?
Yeah, it's loud.
That's the sound of deliciousness.
That's the sound of deliciousness.
Take it off the heat a little bit. Now we're gonna add a little bit more, little cinnamon to it.
Ooh, yum.
Just to give it a little flavor. You don't want to put too much now in there so it'll overpower and take away from all the other ingredients.
And he hasn't even added the bananas in yet.
Not even yet, wait till I do that. Now I'm gonna add half the bananas
Okay.
and have the other half for garnish so it can look real good, because when you cook the bananas down, it wilts away and everything, and you can hardly tell that there's bananas in it. And then after that gets going a little while, we're gonna add the nuts. These is
Beautiful.
pecan nuts. See, it's like banana caramel.
It's beautiful.
Now the
Wow,
fun
I'm
part.
mesmerized.
Now the key when you fry this cornbread, you can make cornbread, but if you make fresh cornbread and put it in the grease, it'll start breaking apart.
Oh.
So what you want to do is have it to get a little old or freeze it a little bit. That way it won't break apart. We're gonna drop it in there like that.
Ooh.
We're gonna turn it over in there like that. Don't want to cook it too long. So what's good about this is when you put it on the plate, it'll be nice and warm and toasty. And I'm gonna put a little bit of cinnamon on there. Let me get some of this brown sugar. Turn it around, get all sour. You don't want to put too much.
Oh my God. Wow. Well, compliments to the chef.
Don't forget to like our page on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. How to use the QR code. Just open the camera app on your smartphone, iPad, or tablet. Point your device at the QR code so the QR code appears on your screen. Your device will recognize the QR code and show you a notification. Click that notification and you'll come to our website. Living Local Carolina, weekday mornings at 9:30 on WBTW News 13.